This is the Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze. Blaze? Is that a marijuana reference?
I'll mute your mic there, Corey. Welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show, everyone.
Bring the energy, Corey.
Let's go. What? It's going to be hard to bring the energy because, boys, I came in crispy today. And for anyone that's just tripping over the show for the first time, we normally start the show off with some wacky, silly stuff. But this show is also my therapy in a way. Yeah. But I'm crispy. And I got to get this off my chest.
What does crispy mean for the viewers?
Frustrated.
Oh.
Angry.
I kind of think I know why.
Confused. I'm sure you probably know why. But
keep going.
This, the joyous music thingy is just not working right now. Look, Arizona made an announcement today, or the governor, his legal name is Governor Doug Ducey. I refer to him as Governor Deuce Nozzle. And today, I believe he lived up to his name. Now, boys, allow me to express myself here, and then we can definitely have a back and forth after this.
Express yourself.
I feel like we are, regarding this pandemic, we are literally at the 10-yard line on the football field. Every day, we inch closer and closer to the goal line. But it seems that these government officials are doing everything that they possibly can, 258, to fuck this up.
Speak on it.
That's literally how I feel. We are right there. We are right at the goal line. We are right at the turn of the corner, and it seems like we want to do everything we can now that we're this close to screw it up. We reopen Arizona. My first question is that
the mask is off.
The first question is that how in the hell does the governor of Arizona undo a mandate he never did? He never put a mask mandate in place. He left it up to the counties and the cities. So how in God's name can you issue an executive order undoing something your ass never did? Second point. Didn't we just get millions and millions of dollars from the federal government to aid in our protocols for our restrictions? And if those restrictions have now been lifted, there are no protocols that need aid. Where is the money going?
Ooh. Oh, you might get touched, Corey. You might get touched.
This is proof, folks, that of what I have been saying. And I'm sorry that I have to open up the show this heavy. We'll get to the funny laughter and penis jokes in a minute. This is proof that this whole pandemic has always been not about us. We have been alone through this whole thing. So now that the government has literally taken its hand off of protecting us, we're now alone, if they even had any level of protection prior. So I might be arguing for nothing, because if they lifted something that never existed, was there actually any change? But it seems that systematically, and trust me, folks, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am goddamn it wrong. I really do. I hope that him lifting this, nothing happens. The case counts don't go up. Variances don't run rapid. I'm hoping I'm wrong. If there's anybody else that is tired of this stuff, is me. I want the normalcy that I feel in my life a little bit back. You know what I mean? I want that. But I want it back in a level that agrees with science. And these politicians pushed out spiritual And now during this pandemic, it seems like they're pushing out science. The two things that we really could lean upon that would give us some type of sensation of being grounded in our existence. So it's more proof that they've never given a crap about us to begin with. Where's the money going? And how can you undo something that you've never done? We're close. We're right there. 10-yard line. And as I've been raving, we're now at the 5th-yard line. Vaccines are going out. People are getting their vaccines. Hospitalizations are down. We had the lowest, Doug is showing his vaccine shot there. We had the lowest count of new cases of coronavirus today than we've had since September of 2020. But are we moving too fast of changing and unleashing and releasing things that we're going to undo all of the hard work that we've done before? Any smart business person would know that there are strategic moves and strategic risk that you take in business. And you have to sit back and you have to weigh the options. And if Governor Doug Douchenozzle and the governor of Texas and the governor of Florida would have done any of the weighing of options, they wouldn't have made the decisions that they've made. It is politically motivated. And I'm sorry, but my life is not a political chess game. My family's life is not a political chess game. And I'm angry about it. And like I needed one more thing to be upset about. So now I have to make the decision to be the adult in the room and continue to mask up until, from my perspective, when I look at the science, I'm looking at the health leaders, and you boys know I have a very close connection with some very powerful health leaders here in this state. I'm listening to them because the politicians ain't done nothing from the beginning of this, and they just proved it again that they have no interest, no invested interest in anyone's safety. The only interest that they have is their own. And don't write me and say, oh, Corey, you just want it to be locked down forever. No, I don't want it to be locked down forever. There is going to become, there are 3 timelines that we're working with here. One timeline that's politics, one timeline that's health officials, one timeline that's science. All of those timelines need to line up before changes are made. But when you've got one timeline that peaks ahead of the other 2 that are still in alignment, when you have health officials still in alignment with the scientists, you see the variance there. It's not that difficult to see. Mm-hmm. But this day, I was so excited to come to work today. So happy to come to work today. And then I open up my Instagram account, and there it is. Governor Douchenozzle issuing an executive order to undo everything he didn't do to begin with. And he's leaving it up to the businesses to decide whether or not they're going to still mandate masks for you to be in their business. I'm telling your asses right now, business owners, small corporations, whatever it is. If your ass is lifting restrictions and protocols for your employees to wear masks, Corey Blaze's dollars won't be in your pocket. Until I feel it's safe. I have to make the decision now. You all have to make the decision now. You have to do what's right for your family. And this is the United States. This is our government elected mother effing officials that were elected by people that they were intended to protect. And they have failed on every count, in my opinion. So I speak to those immigrants that are coming over across the borders. Is this really the country you want to be in? You really want to be in this country, Arizona in particular? You want to be here? Think about it. Is it really that much better than where you are? Or is it equal? Because from what I understand, that government don't give an S about you either. So you're making a parallel move, immigrants. You're making a parallel mother effing move. You're going from a country that's run by a government that don't care about you to a country that's run by a government that doesn't care about its people.
Which country are you talking about?
I'm talking about Mexico. That's the only one that most people are coming in from Mexico over into the Arizona border.
I'm gonna say that America is better for the simple fact that we don't have cartels killing everybody.
That wasn't the point, DT. That wasn't the whole point of the rant.
I get the point, but at least our government officials aren't. Well, no, police brutality. I guess never mind. Yeah, parallel.
There you go.
Parallel.
We don't have cartels like Mexican cartels do. Our cartels wear badges.
I was gonna say,
and our cartels get little coins when they send a pepper can into some dude's junk. Our cartels are allowed to lean on the neck of an individual of a certain color, and then go through a completely useless court battle that we all know is going to result to nothing.
Mm-hmm. They gotta act like they're doing something, but that's not. Look. That's a side note.
That's a side note. Yeah. But I'm just pissed, and I'm sorry, but I'm just pissed. I'm literally just pissed at this. We're right there, man.
I hear you.
Let me dumb it up a little bit, fellas.
Yeah.
It's like when your girl says, "I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there," and you get up and walk out and go watch TV.
Well, yeah, because she ain't never really there.
True. That is true.
That's true.
Plus, I'm pretty sure.
And then again, here I am speaking of something that I know nothing of.
Facts.
We'll fun it up. But boys, your thoughts on today's big announcement from Governor Douche Nozzle?
Hold on. What I have to say is real quick. Corey, you answered your question and your concerns in your rant. Because like you said, Doug Ducey never put anything in place. So these businesses put it in place themselves, saying, wear a mask. Like Chandler, Buckeye, hey, city ordinance, wear a mask.
But in his executive order, and I haven't read it all the way through yet because I would have read it through, red eyes, being pissed. But in all of his previous executive orders that he's issued, he has put in there that no city or county official can override his executive order. I don't know if that's in this executive order that he issued today. I haven't read it.
But even with that being said, you gotta think, if the companies, the stores that you want to go to, if they're saying no mask, then they really don't care about their employees. Their employees will say something. The employees will push back. And if that is the case, they weren't wearing masks to begin with. There's a lot of places that I walk around, people are not wearing masks and they're not enforcing it.
And that was another thing. That's another thing in his executive order. The mask mandate will no longer be enforced. Nobody was enforcing it to begin with.
So that's the thing. Like it's like no shirt, no shoes, no service type deal.
You're right. You're right, DA.
Every place, every establishment can establish their own rules. So
yeah,
and just gotta wait and see.
The thing I read about the executive order was just that no city or county can now enact a requirement. It didn't necessarily say. I didn't read all of it, but I remember reading that part that they just can't enact new legislation. The whole
thing is, would you boys agree that it's just more proof that they politicize this entire pandemic? And our well-being is clearly not at the forefront of their minds. Our
well-being was never at the forefront of anything at any point in time.
Yeah,
we're black.
And Corey, one can argue that this whole thing about shutting down was politicized as well, because the economy was doing well, the virus hit, and the Democrats, quote unquote, took it upon themselves to say, "Hey, we got to shut things down. It's spreading," which is correct. But people are like, hey, I own a small business. Why do I have to shut down? Walmart never closed down. Target never closed down. These big stores never closed down. They just said, okay, wear a mask. So why couldn't they keep everything open and just say, wear a mask? One can say it's already politicized.
You 100% true. And I've got my hand up because, boys, you and I have talked numbers. And you know where we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's had an effect on us. We've been able to survive. DA, you were very kind with your words last week. We've been able to survive. We've been able to pivot. But it hasn't been without scars, without cuts. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. But here's the thing. I'm sorry, DT. We'll get to you in just a second. What I feel with Governor Deuce Nozzle is I'd rather him not say nothing then. Because the first thing he said over and over and over was, I'm gonna leave the mask mandates and mitigation up to the cities and the counties. I'm gonna leave it up to the cities and the counties. I'm gonna leave it up to the cities and the counties. He never wanted to put his hand in it. Now he wants to undo everything the city and the counties have done. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't sit for me politically. I'd rather you sit there and say nothing like you did the 2 weeks after the election, you zilch. I'd rather you sit there and say nothing, you empty-headed void, than you come out and flex your freaking governmental. I wasn't behind the Republican parties wanting to restrict some of his reach. I say you restrict the hell out of him. He's got too much power. Republican Party, you got it. His executive order shouldn't go past 30 days. I agree. He clearly is not intelligent enough to utilize and apply his power effectively. The only thing he knows how to do is take money from education and build more jails. That's the only thing that I've seen that he's been successful at doing. DT, what were you going to add?
I was going to say, what I would like to see happen is an executive order goes into place that locks the whole state back down. No one can leave their house. Walmart stays open so that we can buy and large and get fat, so when the aliens come down, we are easy pickings.
The aliens won't be able to come down because we have SpaceX.
Wall-E 2.0.
We have our space cartel up there, and if the aliens are of a darker shade, they got very little chance of success.
The man's gonna get murdered.
It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey America, you wanna laugh? How about you get down with the Fat Guy cast? We got Corey, he bougie AF. Then we got DT, he never does anything. And then DA, with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Run it. Radio Show. Fat Guy Radio Show. Fat Guy Radio Show.
Holla, it's the
Fat Guy Radio Show.
podcast.
Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Yeah. Fat Radio Show. That's a radio show, not a podcast. Oh. Fat Guy. Boom, let's go.
Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcast in over 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide. Heard by the iPad not being on.
Oh, no. Hey. Burr, 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 burr.
Heard by the best Fatnetics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by our executive producer, Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
My co-host, Doug, the DA motherfucker.
There you go. Put some respect on my mother.
2015 DA.
I love that energy, Corey.
DA, the Andrew.
Hey, holla. Keep that energy on me, baby.
And my little brother DJ Little D in absentia, and I am your now twice dumped host Corey Blaze. My apologies for that. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments on our live stream, or tweet us your comments to @FatGuyRadioShow. Use hashtag FatGuyRadioShow. We may read them on the air. You're also welcome to slide into our DMs before, during, or after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. And today's show is brought to you by our swag merch store. Big shout out to Giovanni, the realtor, who was showing off some love for Fat Guy Radio Show with his Fat Guy Radio Show car mug. One of the steel insulated car mugs with our big old fat logo right on the side of it. Made me think that I want one of those with my big fat face on the side of it now, but that's a little bit too far. Does anybody want to drink out of a mug with my face on it?
Nah.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Because if a fat guy's face is on a mug, you know it's good.
That's very true. Shout out Guy Fieri. Check out what you can find at the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store at fatguyradioshow.com/store. Shop now, shop often, shop again. And we thank you, Giovanni the realtor, for showing his love and showing his support for the show. All right, boys, we're going to go ahead and wacky it back up. Here we go.
Well, so speaking about Gio, that dude literally ordered the mug, right?
Uh-huh.
And every single day after you order the mug, I will get like messages on my Instagram or my Snapchat from him talking about, hey, my mug hasn't came in. I said, bro, they sent you a tracking order.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need you to check that. He goes, oh, okay. But like every day, he's like, where's my mug, dude? Like if I literally had the mug at my house and I had to send it to him.
Yeah, we don't
bro,
have that type of infrastructure. When you hire it, when you buy something from our swag merch store, folks, it comes from a third American-based company that sends and ships them on our behalf.
How you gonna boo-boo on America in the last segment and then emphasize that our products are American-made in this segment?
I didn't boo-boo on
They're
America in the
American-made
last
by
segment.
Mexicans.
I didn't boo-boo on America in the last segment. I boo-booed on Arizona in the last segment. And I really pinched a nice, juicy, fat, peanut-induced load on Governor Douche Nozzle. Now, I'm trying to funny the show back up, DA. Don't take me back down that rabbit hole because you know I'm in Aries and I have no problem being angry for no reason.
Hey, you know, I've been like looking into the horoscopes and the signs and stuff. Some of that stuff is on point.
It do be on point, but I did a test. I did a social experiment one year where I got 3 people that I knew had 3 different astrological signs.
Like us.
And I read their horoscopes from the other person's astrological signs, and they all sat there and said, oh my God, that's so me.
I don't get it.
Think about it when you listen to the show back. Welcome to the show, everybody. Time to get back into some funny things. It hasn't been all hell here in Arizona. I've had myself a naked week.
No.
What?
I don't know what it is, but this week it seems like everybody wanted to show me their genitalia. Not once, but twice.
Wow.
Okay,
In
so who's junk?
public.
Who you looking at?
All right, I'm going to show this picture on the live stream because I was able to snap this picture after the event happened. But on Monday, I had to go get the old Honda Yonda service down at my local Honda dealership. Well, actually, it's not local. It's like 40 miles away from my house. But I had to go to the Honda dealership to have my car serviced because it was up. I'm not going to talk about my mileage because people get really mad at me when I say how many miles I have on my car.
Like 54,000.
Not even close. But I had to take it in to get a mileage because I'm a dealership brat. Okay.
Yep.
I own it.
You love wasting money.
I guess I do. I'm a dealership brat, so on Monday I took my car in for its service, and while I was at the dealership, I didn't go into the building because I don't feel comfortable in a large person setting there, and there was quite a few people there, and I didn't feel like I would have been able to social distance, even though everybody there at that dealership was masked up as far as the employees go. There were some customers that, probably weren't, but nevertheless, I didn't go into the building, so I stood outside in the service area. And it was weird because I was standing out in the service area and I had my my work laptop held in my hand as I'm demonstrating here on live stream. I have my work laptop and I'm working with one hand and I'm holding my laptop with the other. I didn't notice that I was standing like literally at the drive up entrance of the service center. And a couple of people stopped to say, is this where I check in?
Dang. Hey, you
They
working?
thought I worked there. I was like, oh no. Luckily, the service advisor manager, Chris, and I are good friends, and he didn't say anything about it. He thought it was funny. But nevertheless, so I'm standing there, and these cars are pulling up, to get their service and everything. And then there's one really old Honda Pilot that I would imagine is probably like a 2004, 2005, 6, whatever.
Ooh.
So it's an older
Old.
one. And of course, the first thought in my mind is, why the hell are you coming to the dealership for this? This car is now...
Because he's an owner.
This
And
car,
he has pride.
it wasn't a he, it was a she, and she will play a very pivotal role in something later in this story. So I'm thinking, why are you at the dealership? But whatever. 2006, 2004, 5, 6 Honda at that point. You might as well just take that to Walmart.
Yeah, I'm interested in this story. What role did she play?
Okay,
Like, I'm curious.
so
Her
this
pilot light went out.
so this black lady pulls up.
Ooh.
And she's I'm going to be nice here, a sizable black lady.
Oh, so she very spacious. She's voluptuous.
She's equivalent to yourself.
Bigger. Nevertheless,
Ooh.
yes,
so she
DA,
can go
it's
down to the
possible.
kitchen.
It's possible someone to be bigger than me. Ass face.
So she's like 3 hippopotamus.
Yeah, and I'm only 2.5 hippopotamus.
2.5
Okay.
hippo.
And DT, I'm so glad that you still want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Oh, you see how I did that? You see how? Oh man. So anyway, this bull moose pulls up in the Honda. I mean, this lady pulls up in a Honda, and she's sitting in the Honda, and I can only see her from the top up, but I can tell by the rolls on her neck that this is a woman of larger carriage. And I got my sunglasses on like I always do when I'm out in public because I be people watching. That's what I do. So
You said she had a 12-piece roll like Red Lobster.
she had some she had some hot dog rolls right on her neck. And DT, don't make me make fun of this lady because I'm about to really make fun of her in a minute. So she pulls up, they do the whole service thing and everything, and she gets out of the Honda Pilot.
Mhm.
And she's wearing a pink, very flowy sundress. And I don't know about you, but if you were outside on Monday, it was quite windy. So Bull Moose shuffles over to the door, goes in and does the paperwork like you're supposed to do, and all that other stuff, checks in and everything. And she's got on headphones, and she's got this purse that I imagine probably have 4 or 5 kids inside of it. And she comes shuffling back, and she shuffles right in front of me. And at the moment she crosses by me to walk across the parking lot, the heavens part and a gust of wind comes and lifts the bull moose's flowy sundress up. Needless to say, I discovered that she was not wearing any underwear.
Nice.
I did not see any important parts because the wind did not blow any of the mass that was exposed away. And she flippantly, just nonchalantly, put her dress down and kept on walking. And that's when I snapped the picture. When she kept on walking. Come on, focus, camera. There she is.
She look old. That look like
She
somebody's grandma.
she wasn't somebody's grandma, bruh. Now listen, this is from a ways away because I didn't want to take a picture right immediately after it happened.
You know what's
That's
sad?
my
I can't
mom.
tell. Yeah, I can't tell if it's the front or the back.
She's got some very nice back boobs.
Yeah, she got some bad titties. I mean,
DA
what was she
29.49.
what was she supposed to do?
Nothing.
Turn around and say sorry?
She didn't.
Was she supposed?
She should have
supposed to
said
do with
maybe.
the Black Marilyn Monroe.
She could. She literally. She didn't even try to like. Oh, it was just like, and just put like this happens all the time.
It probably does.
Dude, when you were
Yeah.
number one, she knew it was windy before her ass left the left the house this morning.
No. If she,
The pasture.
I'll let that one rock. That one was good.
No, it was when
That was funny.
The pasture.
I'm sorry. I'm
That was
sorry.
Her dress was blowing at home. What are you talking about? When she was grazing.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all just wrong.
It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside.
When the farmer let her out, she knew that dress was gonna blow in the wind.
She knew when she left the barn that
She
morning.
knew. So I'm sitting there and I've got my sunglasses on. Actually, I took a selfie of my reaction. Actually, I didn't realize I had this. So this is me standing outside the dealership with my mask on, with my gloves on, with my sunglasses on, holding my work laptop. You can't really tell my reaction because I have on sunglasses and a mask.
And a mask. I can tell
Yeah,
by
I'm
your
gonna say-
the dimples in your forehead.
But look at I was like, WTF?
I got huge rapey vibes from that pic. I'm sorry.
yeah,
my
like, I'm gonna
picture?
go get her.
My picture or
Yeah,
her picture?
You're like, I'm on your picture of your selfie. You're on the laptop. Yeah, I'm about to upload this to you something.
So you got-
And
so
everything.
that's-
huge rapey vibe.
So that's me. I guess I took it before because she comes after.
Yeah. Now with the order of the pictures, that's even more rapey. It's like,
I look
you see
rapey.
me? Yeah, you see me? Look at this specimen I got right there. Oh yeah.
She's next,
We're
my
gonna
next
go ahead.
victim.
We're gonna go ahead and bag her and tag her.
There was no bad. Okay, so that was Monday afternoon.
Okay.
I didn't get to go on my fat guy walk. And we'll tease this up right now because we have to take a quick break. But on the other side of this, Tuesday during my fat guy walk, everybody just wants to show me their genitalia. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Man, having all of these kids, I don't know how to find time to get this food stock, to get their toys. I'm going crazy, man. Like, I need nail clippers, a hammer, some nails, and some Fruit Loops. Where can I go to get all of that in one stop?
Hold on a minute. I just had an idea, DA. What about Walmart? Walmart, low prices. Shop Walmart at walmart.com. And you know what I do? I start at FatGuyRadioShow.com to get to Walmart.com.
That Guy Radio Show. So they can go to our website, read about us, and go shopping?
Yeah, they really can.
I love 2021.
I know, isn't it? The world is better. Everything is now in order.
At walmart.com.
Go feed your kids, DA.
And my nails.
They're wacky, they're zany. Wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. As DA and I just explained to you in the pre-recorded commercial, here's a live one for Walmart.com. If you don't get it now, you just don't deserve it. Shop Walmart at FatGuyRadioShow.com. Extra low prices with rollbacks on home, tech, and more. And I'm sure you can probably find yourself coming up very soon some lovely sundresses at Walmart.com. It's more than groceries, folks. It's Walmart. All right, welcome back to the show. So,
Lady K said, hey, guys.
hey,
Hey, Lady K.
hey, Lady K, holla at me, and you need to have a conversation.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble, Lady K.
No, her state is still on lockdown, so I need a place to go. All right, so real quick, I'm on my fat man walk. I normally go on Monday. Couldn't go on Monday because I was too busy down there looking at Bull Moose ass at the Honda dealership.
Hey, how did it look, though?
It looked like my ass. It was dimply. It was brown. It shook in places that I didn't know asses could shake. It was not a thing that I wanted to see. It's not a thing that anybody wanted to see. I mean, if you ever wanted to see, get ready, DT. If you ever wanted to see a meat shelf, that is the equivalent of her ass. It was a meat shelf.
Meat shelf.
I'm going to Google meat shelf. I'm not
Please
sure
don't.
what that is.
You're going to hurt your feelings. So I'm out on Tuesday. I went on my fat man walk on Tuesday because I couldn't go on Monday, and I'm out I'm out at the park and I'm doing my rounds and everything, and I'm on my first slow round because I do two. The first round is grandpa. The second round is grandma. Just a little bit more speed. That's all I got, folks. I'm doing the best.
It's a power walk, man. Anything is plenty.
It's the only thing I can, and the power walks are definitely having an effect. That's probably why my doctor called me in for an EKG on Tuesday. But nevertheless,
good for you.
I'm out and I'm going around. And the park that I go to, D-Tay's familiar with the park, it runs along some ditches. There's some ditches that are there, and there's one ditch that's on one of the corners, and I'm coming up to the back end of this ditch, and I'm looking. I'm like, is that a dead animal or something? Because coyotes run over there, javelinas run in and out around that area. And I'm coming up on my grandpa pace, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'm looking, and I got my sunglasses on, I got my hat, I'm completely incognito with my mask on, all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking up, I'm like, what the hell is that? It just looks like a dark spot. So I get closer and I get closer and I get closer. It's a homeless person sitting at the grate of the entranceway into one of these drains.
Interesting.
So I see him from the back. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I just keep walking. Get a little closer. Come to find out, the guy didn't look very homeless. He didn't look all disheveled and dirty.
Mm-hmm.
He just looked like he was extremely drunk. And that may be the reason why he had nothing on but a hat and a dark shirt and some shoes.
Interesting.
No pants.
I was gonna say no pants.
No pants.
Underwear.
No underwear.
How do you know he wasn't homeless?
Wow.
He didn't look and appear as he was. He was a little clean shaven. And I don't know how many I don't know if the homeless people down in your neck of the woods, D, I don't know if there's a homeless supercuts. But the homeless in my area are not normally clean shaven, and they don't normally have on glasses. But this dude was white guy, glasses, clean shaved, looked drunk out of his mind, knee looked skint up, and he was in this ditch on this at the park, and in an area where if you weren't looking for him, you really wouldn't see him.
Dang.
So I get closer, and then the drainage that he was at, the ditch drainage that he was at, is on a corner of a little small incline. So I come around the corner, and then when I glance over again out of the corner of my eye, that's when Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was seen. And that's when I was able to determine that he wasn't wearing pants.
Did you look?
Of course I did.
How low?
I was able to see it all.
Wow. Dang.
He was just
see it.
He was just there, and he seemed completely inebriated.
Did you call anybody, like the police?
I didn't call anybody because my phone was. I hate it, DA, when you force me to say things that I wasn't planning on saying.
You put your phone in your bra?
My phone is not in my bra. My phone is in my T-shirt, and this is a system. I have a case on my phone, and I put my phone under my. Just like this, as I just did, I put my phone above my man boob because my man boob sits low. I put it above my man boob. And as I'm grandpa walking, of course, 2 steps, I'm sweating. The sweat causes the case to adhere to my skin. And the reason why I have to wear my cell phone up high is because my Bluetooth headphones that I have on, when my phone is in my pocket, I guess the Bluetooth signal can't get over my man mass.
Makes sense.
So it's a choppy signal. So I wear my phone up here. So when I'm coming around and I see this, I was a little startled to see it because it's a very nice park. I was a little startled to see it. I was also unimpressed to see it.
Ooh.
And I wasn't going to reach into my fat man suit, pull out my phone, and snap a picture of the dude that was clearly in distress.
Or call the police
Or
for the naked dude in the park that could just be running around raping kids.
DT, would you like to expound on why I would think that the police probably knew he was there already?
This park is right next to a police station.
It's right on it shares a lot with the police station. So, and it wasn't 2 minutes of me walking away, making that corner and walking away from him that the police were there. So someone had seen him. Or a police was probably just driving by. Yes, I go on my Fat Man Walks DA and I walk right in front of a police station every time. Not once, but twice.
He burns more calories because he's black. So
yeah, because when they let the dogs out and I got to run a little, I dislocate both shoulders, but I get away from the dog.
They'd have to let the dogs out because if they shot you, I figure just the blubber will stop it like a wave effect.
Oh, that one feeling I had, DA, just heard it. The thing that
I like how we're just glossing over the fact that Corey protects his phone in the bank like an old black aunt.
It's not a phone protection. I
wasn't surprised.
I have to move my phone closer to my Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, that's why.
So putting it on
can't get over your mountain ass.
Putting it on, it can't get over my meat shelf. So putting it on my upper boob, where normal men would have a pectoral. The upper boob.
Don't do that to gospel.
In the upper boob. But I have to put it on my upper boob so that the signal is stronger.
Yeah, I get all my strong signal from the upper boob.
The upper boob.
Did you write that down yet?
So that was with the dealership lady Flash with the meat shelf, and then the drunk dude with the, how you say, not so meaty shelf.
The shrimp shack.
The shrimp shack.
See, you don't be having no fun out there, Corey.
What do you mean I don't have any fun? I'm not trying to encounter anybody out while I'm out in public right now. It's a pandemic, Governor.
Like with the girl whose little dress flew up, I would have been like, "Hey, how much?"
That wasn't a girl. That was a bull moose, bro.
And with the dude, same thing. How much?
And DA, I would imagine DA, if I wasn't wearing a mask, there probably would have been an appreciable smell. It just looked like there would have been an appreciable smell.
I think you just hating it. She didn't look that bad.
Dude, you didn't see what I saw. If you would have saw what I saw, you'd be having different feelings. You'd be having the same feelings for DA that I have.
Those are good feelings.
Yeah, those were good feelings. So I mean, what you talking about,
dude? So I don't know. I saw a meat shelf and a shrimp shack in less than 48 hours of my existence this week, and I'm like, okay, well, there we go. That's the part of my life that.
And that's the last time you'll see other people's body parts in the next 2 years.
I would imagine so.
Probably.
And you know what? That's the first time I've seen anybody else's body parts in the past 5 years. All right, we're going to take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. More fun and more thrills with Fat Guy Radio Show. DA has something about some black guy that cheated on his wife, and I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what else is going on? All right, we'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com. Let me tell you about the app Doug the DA Andrew.
Is it porn?
No, it's not porn. It's close to porn. It's us.
Oh, that's better than porn.
There's an app that we have, the Fat Guy Radio Show app, available in the Apple Store.
In the Apple Store?
In the Apple Store, not the Orange Store, the Apple Store.
Okay, I was going to go to the Banana Store.
No, the Apple Store. And our app is where you can get every show that we've ever recorded. I mean, people use iTunes, people use other apps, but Fat Guy Radio Show app is a direct link right to us so you can hear our shows uninterrupted on your iPhone or iOS device.
All right, slow down. The Strawberry Store, I can go to Skinny Guy Podcast and listen to everything.
No, it's the Apple Store, and you go to FatGuyRadioShow.com/app, and boom, bam, it directs you to your app store, and you can download our app. It's at a cost that even you can afford.
What is that, like $2?
No, it's free.
Free is my favorite number.
The free Fat Guy Radio Show app, ladies and gentlemen, download it today for your iOS device, and you can get our show on the go wherever you are, and it's CarPlay compatible.
CarPlay?
CarPlay.
Next level.
Fat Guy Radio Show app.
I'm on it.
Are you?
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network. featuring Corey Blaze.
Thank you, Lady K. Your spring living awaits at the Home Depot, folks. Check out Home Depot's decor, ready to put a spring in your spring. Boys, we were talking about this, and I don't know if we were talking about it on the air or off the air, but I was on Home Depot just earlier today looking at some new lawn equipment. I was mentioning gas-powered lawn equipment, and they still exist, even though some of those electric lawn equipments were kind of pulling me that way, especially the ones that are battery-powered lawn equipment. But man, you just can't beat a good old gas-powered lawnmower. Just makes you feel like you got something more than a shrimp shack down there. You know what I'm saying? When you start up a lawnmower that's powered by gas, I'm telling you, man, it makes you feel like you can tackle any meat shelf with that gas-powered lawn equipment. So I'm looking at lawn equipment, and I'm looking at it through the Home Depot banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Welcome back to the show. For those of you that just joined us on our live stream, I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Doug the DA Andrew right there.
Holla.
And in his hieroglyphic shirt tonight is our executive producer, Daniel D.T. Mother effing Taylor.
What's good? It's not hieroglyphic, man.
It looks hieroglyphic, and you know what? I'm a
It's
scientist.
the village hidden in the leaves.
I'm a scientist. Let me look.
I thought they were snails.
They look like hieroglyphics. I see Queen Nefertiti.
Nefertiti.
DA, damn it. 4648.
I said the name wrong.
No, you didn't. You said that on purpose. You were doing your best to purposely try to get us fired.
You know me so
You said
well.
46, 48?
Yes, I did.
I thought they were snails with party hats, though.
I can see
You
that.
guys are both uncultured. This is from one of my favorite animes, Naruto.
Oh,
It's
God
the
bless you.
sign of the village hidden in the leaves.
I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look it up right now.
Hey, DA, how about you stop looking up so much stuff and actually get us into our next topic?
Oh, shoot, it is.
ADD,
Kano Kagakri is the
ADD.
hidden village of the land of fire.
ADHD.
The 5 great shinobi countries. Wow, okay.
Yep.
Look, usually I think he spews BS. All right, but
I'm
Corey,
not you.
alluded- Yeah, facts. Facts. Usually
Stop banging your table. You do realize that even though you're at home, this is still a radio show?
Can I segue, please?
Can you stop banging your table?
Can you stop banging your gums?
Let's talk about the man banging other people besides his wife.
Thank you,
There,
DJ.
you stepped on it.
The only professional in the room right now, folks. The only professional in the room.
Look, I just learned about this the other day. Okay, allegedly, some dude named Derrick Henry. He's doing some stuff with motivational speaking, and I guess he boo-boos on men that cheat. Look, I don't know the guy. I don't follow social media trends.
I don't
barely
either.
I'm barely on social media. But allegedly, this guy, he gives advice to women on how to catch cheating men. And again, I heard his name maybe 5-6 months ago. Writes books, does podcasts. I don't know.
He spells his name wrong.
How's he spell
I mean,
it?
it's his name. So.
And it's spelled wrong. Derek does not have 2 R's in it.
Depends on how. For one, a black Derek, yeah, all black Dereks, about 97% of them have 2 R's.
And it's wrong.
I've seen a Derek spelled DERRYK.
That's horrible.
But why? It still pronounces the same word. It's
And
just a
you wonder
unique
why
spelling.
you can't get no reparations.
I'm not wondering. I know why we can't get no reparations. They don't want
Because
Cadillac
we're
to be the
listening
number
to-
one
We're
seller.
listening to Derrick Henry. Or Derrick Jones, I'm sorry. Johnson? What's his last name?
I think it's Johnson.
It's Jackson. Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
He
I said Derrick
he
Henry.
spells that wrong too.
Yeah, JAX.
You can't spell a name wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
your
you can.
name.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You know why it's
You
spelled
spell
wrong?
Blaze wrong.
No, it's
Ooh.
not. It's spelled phonetically. Therefore, it's spelled right.
So is Derek. And so was Jackson with an X.
His name is not. His last name is pronounced Jackson, but it's spelled Jax, or it's. I forgot the joke. Just move on.
It sounds like Jackson. No, I don't know.
J-A.
It's hard to come up with X jokes, man. It's hard to come up with a freaking X joke. I was trying to go xylophone, but I'm like, if I use xylophone, that still says the S in it, the S sound in it, which still makes his name Jackson.
Well, maybe when the joke comes for you, maybe X is gonna give it to you.
Oh.
D-Tay?
Oh, exhibit. I got you.
That's DMX, dude.
Oh, I was.
X gonna give it to you. Come on.
I was thinking XQC.
I get all those. I give all those Pimp My Ride dudes mixed up.
I was thinking XQC from Twitch.
Isn't it QXC?
No, it's XQCL.
I think it was now cutesy.
So this dude gives relationship advice, and the few clips I've seen since this whole thing has been exposed, he goes in on people that cheat.
So is that so? Okay, so what I looked up and saw, DA, just to kind of give a little bit more background, because this isn't as big as a story as it seems, but this guy has
Huge on Facebook.
This dude
Nowhere on
has
Twitter.
built a platform and a livelihood off of showing women how to catch cheating men. Is that what I'm taking away? He's a self-help guru.
He's a relationship guru, but that's not all he does. He also talks about like he uses the word. He's supposed to be a man of God, holding accountability and everything. I actually follow this story.
Oh, okay. Well, chime in.
I know
I
a lot
know
about
very
this.
little.
So the thing is he has come out with a confession video. So this guy has been given all this help and everything, but while giving all this advice and help and everything about relationships and whatnot, he wasn't holding himself accountable, and he was doing a lot of stuff that he was preaching about against. He was doing a lot of that stuff to his wife.
Well, not a lot of it, all of it.
All of it. All of it. But we're going to say a lot. But he was doing all of it. All of it. And he comes out, and this man is a freaking marketing genius and a manipulator. But he's a freaking marketing genius. He comes out with a confession video. Now, not only does he come out with a confession video, but he makes a living reacting to other people's videos about relationships and stuff and tearing them down, right? He made a reaction video to his own confession video.
And that's where I watched.
Wow.
But see, I didn't know he makes a living reacting to other people's relationship videos.
Well, that's how.
So couples
that's
go
part of this thing.
online and talk about their relationship, like
No, like other self-help gurus and everything. Like he goes after them and whatnot and about their videos. And whatnot.
he attacks his own
But-
kind.
Yeah, dude is toxic.
Oh, this downfall was preyed on.
But not only
Somebody
does
pray
he
for it.
make a
Oh,
reaction
yeah.
video- yeah. Not only does he make a reaction video to his own confession video, but the man talks in the third person
About himself. Wow.
but reacts objectively to his video. But everything he's saying, he's like, now you can see that this man is actually holding himself accountable. A lot of men wouldn't even come clean with all this, but he's coming clean and everything. And then he literally plugs a book that that he wrote about him and his wife solving their issues
There you go.
behind closed door. I'm telling you, this man is a freaking marketing genius. However, new information has come to light. I don't know if this was in the notes or
Wait a
if
minute.
you guys even know about
You're
this.
saying that there is a new revelation in this whole saga?
Yes. One of the girls that he was cheating on with has started talking to bloggers,
Oh,
done an interview,
yeah.
and sent receipts. She claims that if you look at his videos, you'll see a lot of his videos are taken in his car in the same spot, and and over his left shoulder, you can see this blue house with white arches. She said, "That's my front balcony." And it's the same one in like all
So
his
dude
videos.
was doing his preaching in front of his sin palace.
Exactly. and then would go
Dude's
in.
got balls.
She sent text messages. I wish I would have saved them. Of him like saying, "Hey, like, why are you blocking me? Like, let me explain. Give me a chance to explain." And she's like, "You told me not to talk to all these bloggers and everything. I was wondering why. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But here I see your video of you with the same woman you told me you didn't want to marry, and you're telling me that that's your wife." In the video, you're telling everyone that's your wife. Like, forget my number and blocking her. He's like, "I'm coming up to your job." Like, she's like, "Bro, it gets deeper." So he was really like not just cheating on these, but like telling these and manipulating these women, telling them that he's going to be with them, yet cheating on them with other women.
But let's back up to his little confession video, right?
Yeah.
He claimed, he was saying that they were separated and the wife was saying that she knew about it. Right?
But it's still cheating if you're married.
It is still cheating if you're married, but
Yeah, if they're okay with it.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
like,
true.
Or if they turn a
That's the
blind
whole Will
eye.
and Jada thing. That's
Yeah.
the whole Will and Jada thing.
And trust me, I know several couples that have a lovely Will and Jada arrangement.
And again, I saw another video of the wife. She was like, "This is my hair bonnet of God. This is my this
they
is my
just weird.
shirt." Look, I'm saying it seems like they might be into it.
That's Corey.
Hmm?
DA is messing it up. She said, "You see the bonnet. I see the helmet of righteousness."
There you
Or
go.
something like that.
There you
Or
go.
what is the? You know how they gave you the helmet of the armor, the chest plate of righteousness.
Oh, in Naruto.
No, it's a freaking church thing. Where they
Oh,
talk
the
about
party
putting
hat
on
of
the armor
snail.
of God.
The part of DA. I know
I
what
don't
you're
remember-
talking
I don't
about, DA.
I know what you're talking about.
What is the helmet?
It's
The helmet of
a
righteousness.
Helmet of salvation or
The
something
helmet,
like that?
let's just call it the helmet.
My shiny golden helmet.
It is my shiny golden helmet.
Look, I got a different view of it all. For
Shiny
one,
golden helmet.
Shiny golden helmet.
Is that like from a cat?
It's an old Looney Tunes cartoon.
Oh. And I'm the squirrel. Dude.
Shiny golden helmet.
Shiny golden helmet.
I'm not even gonna say anything because I already know what Corey's gonna do.
What? I'm gonna go to break in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I got plenty of time.
Wrap this up. Wrap this up.
I'll wrap it up. I didn't unwrap it.
And we're all DAT is the only one that clearly knows about this. I've never heard of Derek.
I did
with
some
his name
research.
spelled wrong before this. I never heard of it.
I did some research. I didn't know he talked about other people though. I knew that he gave women relationship advice because I saw those clips. But if he's bashing on other dudes, he deserves everything.
Well, it's not just
gets.
other dudes. It's like women too who talk relationship.
So he's like a Kevin Samuels too.
It's like there's a dude, that Jeremy dude, who always talks about like relationships and everything, and like he does like those corny videos on TikTok. But he's somewhat like that, but
Look,
they like break down other people's videos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
I'll say
talk-
this much, Corey, you could probably feel me in this. Growing up in a black church, you don't put too much stock in men that talk about relationship. Because if there's anything I learned is that man that's talking about relationships with all the women are banging all of those women. I knew that when I was like 7.
Dude, I literally was a musician. Head musician in a church, black church.
Head musician. I didn't know you were gay.
I was a lead musician in a church, black church. The preacher was, don't write that down. The preacher was black, and he would literally, during the service, lay hands on women very close to their breasticles. And he would preach about the sanctity of marriage and all this other stuff. And the church literally had 40 people in it. 37 of them were women. I made up one of the dudes. And he made up another guy. And then I think there was maybe an usher and a drug dealer. And that was the whole congregation. So yes, I'm very familiar with this dude and very familiar with that type of way. And when you have someone, hey, look at Eddie Long, very well known evangelist.
And
Got caught
Eddie
up
Long
with his
was-
finger up one of his gentlemen churchgoers.
And Eddie Long was ugly. This Derek Jackson dude is swole and handsome.
Eddie Long has got some muscle mass.
Eddie Long has no mask.
Here's the question that I have is that when you get a man that does this kind of thing and plays this many women, you know there's a meat shelf down there, right?
That's what I'm saying. And that speaks to the ignorance of the ladies.
They dub too. They dub too. You get it. If you go fall for it and you gonna go for it, don't go running to the bloggers now.
I listened to that mistress talking. I'm like, bitch,
come
the
on.
rain was all over that wall, but you chose that life.
You were the one taking the man of God and having him make you call out Jesus's name. Therefore, you deserve everything. He was DT. Remember this old saying? He was putting heels to Jesus.
To Jesus.
And her heels was up. She was walking in the clouds. It must have been that good where she could walk in the clouds while laying on her back. Put that mental picture in your head, folks.
Oh, it's there.
Oh, you have to say that so creepily, DT, with your hieroglyphic shirt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. And on the other side of this, I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but we're going to talk about something that'll probably make DT go, yes, that was DT's silent laugh. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this podcast.
When I paint at school, I wear a smock. It protects me from paint. When the cookie sheet is hot, I wear a pot holder. It protects me from getting burned. When it rains, I wear a raincoat. It protects me from getting rained on. When it's cold, I wear a jacket. It protects me from getting cold. When my friends go to the pool, they wear sunscreen. It protects them from getting sunburned. When my mom and I garden, I wear gloves. It protects me from getting dirty. My dad wears a hat. It protects him from getting sun in his eyes. We all wear things to protect ourselves from something. What's different about wearing a mask? #MaskUpArizona.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out. Fat Guy Radio Show.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Corey Blaze.
Thank you, Lady K. Welcome back to the show, everyone, everywhere. Fat Dude 40 Mays here. And do you know what I like to do when I'm home alone? Well, besides eating food off my belly like an otter, I listen to Afterburn on FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. Those guys are so funny. They have me jiggling like Jello on a slip and slide. Let me try that one more again. Those guys are so funny. They have me jiggling like Jello on a slip and slide. For only $3 to listen and $8 to watch, why wouldn't I get down to the rawest, hottest, sexiest show on the internet? So don't be cool, get hot with Afterburn at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. Now that's not sriracha on my burrito. It's Afterburn. I butchered that one. I really don't pre-read it, but that one was good. Yeah, I'm fat and I was doing what that Jesus sex guru guy did. I spoke of myself in the third person. Thank you, D-Tech.
Well, no, that was Corey. That was Forey Mays there.
Forey Mays. Oh yeah, Forey Mays. Yeah, that wasn't me.
Fat dude Forey Mays.
Fat dude Forey Mays. My alter ego, also known as Whitey Ford. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Boys, just really quick, I scrolled back through like our text messages in our text message group because I was looking for some details and the occasional nudity. Y'all are some pervs. Y'all are some nasty, weird horn dogs, man. If you not scroll back through our group text messages that are amongst the four of us,
I don't scroll back through the show. Why do you think I'm going to go through the text messages?
That is true.
Y'all some pervy, nasty some of them, especially my little brother and all his pictures and stuff. There was a point in time.
It's mainly your little brother.
Nah, you be egging him on and wanting more and encouraging him in the text group and going on. And I know DT just be sitting there silently while looking at the text messages, sitting there silently.
It probably ain't
Can't do that silently.
Malfastuvia. But the thing is, you guys are pervs.
What do we do?
Just pervs. Just pervs. Just nasty pervs in the text messages.
I'm not going to deny it.
I listen to Derek Jackson. What can I say?
That's very true. And you do everything that he says not to do.
Exactly. You got to. Go against the word.
Oh, yeah, facts. Because if he says not to do it, then don't do it.
That's very true. What was I going to get to here at the end of the show? There's so much that I wanted to get to. Somebody puts a scrimp in the cereal. Did you hear this story?
Oh, yeah.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah.
And you know why I know that story? Because Topanga was trending on Twitter. And I said, why is Topanga trending? And that's because it was her husband who had the shrimp scales, shrimp tails
it
in
was
the
a
cereal.
celebrity's husband?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
I don't
leads
give
me to
any
believe
validity to this story.
It's
then.
all fake.
I don't give any validity to this story.
It's all fake.
Yeah, I don't even heard about it. I just saw someone say something like that in one of my friends' Discord chats.
Yeah, a picture went viral for having some cinnamon toast on a shrimp's tail. And the only validity that story would have is, what is the black makeup of that boxing complex? If it's 80% black, then probably some shrimp tails got into the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If it was white, ain't no damn shrimp tails making it in there. Like, who else would eat shrimp where they're eating?
I don't know. It was weird, but then now if it's a celebrity's husband, I don't give any validity to it. Whose husband was it again, DA? Who did you say?
Topanga.
Topanga from Boy
Why
Meets
are you spinning?
World.
No. Why are you spinning?
From Boy Meets World?
Don't talk about Topanga, dog.
No. From the lady who played
Yes.
Topanga. Yeah, you say
Yes.
Topanga because this goes way back in detail. I don't even know if you remember this. When you say Topanga, because when we were young, that's all we wanted to do was treat ourselves like an amusement park to Topanga. So the spit in the hand is prepping you for said action.
I'm still young.
So we... Why does your preparation smell like a fart? He zerbered at his own hand.
I really did. I had to wipe it on my chair.
Now I feel bad that this shrimp story has probably lost all its validity because now I have no reason for these shrimp jokes that I wrote.
Still
I want to hear them.
The shrimp in the cereal. There's that's a new way of having your surf and toast.
Surfing toast.
You know what? I'm gonna need a rib shot for these corny ass ones that are about to roll off my tongue.
Not
here.
that first one though. Give it that buzzer.
Nope, that first one was funny. You know what I mean? And I always, when you're visiting, folks, make sure you head down to Pete's Fish and Crunch.
That one was a little better.
The McFish Crunch sandwich is available at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nothing like a nice warm bowl of cinnamon toast carbonara. That's a shrimp dish, DA, for you ghetto people that are out there.
I've been to Olive Garden.
And you know what, DA? I really love myself when I go down to Louisiana and I have myself some New Orleans cinnamon toast gumbo. That's what I want. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here all week. All right. Well,
I love it.
That's good. So
imagine cinnamon toast gumbo. Like the cinnamon on the damn sausage. That's disgusting.
That is disgusting. Well, even more disgusting.
I'm going to try it.
What's even more disgusting is penises are shrinking and genitals becoming malformed because of pollution. An environmental scientist has warned in a new book detailing the challenges facing human reproduction.
What the hell?
You just like how I just just donkey dick punched right into that topic.
Into pollution.
Yeah. Dr. Shauna Swain writes that humanity is facing an existential crisis in fertility rates as a result of, there's a big word right there, a chemical used when manufacturing plastics that impacts the hormone producing, another big word, system. Basically, she's saying as a result of this pollution, a growing number of babies are being born with smaller penises. Her book titled Countdown examines how our modern world is threatening sperm counts, altering male and female reproduction development, and imperiling the future of the human race. She discovered that male human babies who have been exposed to the big word in the womb have a shorter big word distance, something that correlated with penile volume.
Penile volume,
meaning penis size. The chemical has an industrial use in making plastics more flexible, but Dr. Swan says it is being transmitted into toys and foods and subsequently harms human development. So she's claiming that the pollution is sizing down the size of the pee-pee.
Oh no!
And how are they running these tests?
Yeah, and then what foods are there in?
Yeah.
Well, she says, I don't know what foods there are, but she says it's in toys, according to this report. A study published in 2017 found that spermie levels among men in Western countries had dropped by more than 50% over the past 4 decades after examining 185 studies involving close to 45,000 healthy men.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of... That D-sized ratio, like that sample size is pretty huge.
Yeah, that kind of puts it into a little perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then but the study leaves out one answer to the dying question. Lots of people like me have.
What's that?
What happened to us?
Fine.
What happened to mine? There was no pollution when I was born in the 1800s. We didn't have cars. We didn't have toys. We didn't have
circumcised too much off.
Yep. Got too much off, man.
Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that we have for you today. My apologies to the Justin of the Biebers. We just plumb ran out of time. According to his pictures, he's not affected by pollution. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store, now with more. Open now at fatguyradioshow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag merch store, your purchase supports our small, independently owned business. fatguyradioshow.com/store. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to fatguyradioshow@gmail.com. Or send us a gift. We do love surprises. To Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the Twitch. Look us up, follow, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody you know about the show when they ask you what's it all about through your mask. Yeah, still wear them, folks. Tell them, they'll make you laugh and impress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. I apologize for my rant at the beginning of the show, but it's my therapy. I hope you enjoyed the show. If this is your first time listening to the show, please tell a friend about the show. For Daniel D.T. Taylor,
what's good?
Doug the D.A. Andrew, and DJ Little D in absentia. Yeah, buddy. I've been Corey Blaze with our show mantra, Skinny People.
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We're all stronger together. See you at the top. Good night.
Hello.
D.A., your sign off.
Holla.
Ass.
I already did it. Said it twice. I'm hurting, man.